you?
I'm good.
Oh, you look lovely. I hope he's watching. You better be watching.
You better be watching.
This year, by fire, by force. But you look lovely. I love what you're wearing.
Thank you.
The brooch and everything.
Yes, I like your nails. I like your color, ash. Yeah.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite colors.
Oh,
I love grey a lot.
Okay, sorry,
yes.
I said grey. Ash.
Yes. Yeah. Ash is ash.
Grey is grey. Okay. But I like it.
Sister, shades. And then 50 shades.
No, like
so 50 shades of grey.
Yeah.
Your ash, your grey, your all the shades.
Yeah, I like
if you want more, go and watch the movie. You understand?
The vintage kind of style.
You get it. I wanted to go to the pupil teacher level tonight with my hairdo, my blouse. So last week, come see your komeku. Tell your classroom. You understand, right? So yeah, guys, that's how we do it every evening right here on The Dish. And so now we're ready to dive into. Oh gosh, tonight is the night, you ladies. It's difficult for a lady to say, oh, I like someone, but tonight Dorothy says she's crushing on someone. Say a prayer for us, because we are going to go out and do things afterwards. Make a plea, and we hope it falls on the right ears.
I know what I told her. I don't know.
Anyway, so our very first discussion for the night is trusting others with children. It's interesting because just today I was talking to a neighbor about nannies and all of that, and the fact that there are countless times where we have secret cameras record how some nannies treat children in the absence of parents. Some I can't even watch. Some after watching, I'm like, yo, if you do this to my kid, I am stabbing you. I don't mind going to jail. Like, no, seriously. Because I saw a video of I think the infant was about 8 months, and this girl literally threw him against the wall, stomped on him on the floor, and this baby was crying hysterically. She didn't stop just because you were feeding him and he refuses to eat. So in my mind, I'm like, why do you go say I can be a nanny and take care of a baby when you know you can't tolerate their screams and their crying, and you can't be around children? I for one know that when a baby poops, I don't want to be there.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
are you ready for
my cousin is saying, I'm sure my cousin is already insulting me, right? Because whenever she brings my nephews for sleepover or something, I'm like, yo, if they are going to use diapers, fanako.
Wow.
Yeah, they are potty trained, so they know how to. That's me. I can't watch it. Children? My mother is there. My mother will be there.
Must be nice.
Yeah, so like, no, I'm just. Well, I'm trying, because how do you see poop and go and eat afterwards? Especially when it looks like gano soup.
Oh,
and, oh my goodness, what am I doing to myself? Oh, gobe.
Oh, don't do that.
Do you get it? So that is why I can't
no,
stand
you are terrible. For you to compare the two, you are terrible. For you to compare.
But now, so that's how I get furious. I know I can't do it. So I can take care of a baby, bathe them, feed them, clothe them, do everything, but I can't take care of their poop. Okay. That is one thing for me. So if you know you can't be around children when they are loud, when they are out of control and all that, why go be a nanny? So we now, in our society today, there are a lot of situations. A lot of us didn't do sleepovers when we were young. You don't eat in someone's house. You don't take gifts from strangers. If you go visiting and then they are offering you food, your mother is talking to you with the eyes. Oh, man, Kolani bedidi. No, auntie, thank you.
Yeah.
Even if it's not what you have at home, if you're going to take Gary at home, you're trained not to eat outside, you don't sleep outside and all of that. That was our generation, but now sleepovers are being advised. Things are changing, the world is evolving, so of course. Now, recently on social media, an African-American lady took to social media to talk or post about her 4-year-old son that she left in the care of her husband when she went for a trip. So, oh, babe, I need to go on a trip. We can go together. Oh, babe, it's fine. Don't worry, I got him. I'll take care of him. Yeah? So now the husband also goes to a family friend and leaves this baby, this child, with a family friend, thinking that, okay, you're helping me. Maybe he also had things to do or something. Now it so ends up that the baby is dead or the baby dies. They go to the hospital and checks shows that there was a toxic material or substance found in his system. He's young, so there are things that do not need to go into the system and were there or was there, and that caused this death. Now, who is to blame? Do we blame the mother for being careless? Do we blame the father for not being capable? Do we blame the third party for being careless as well? Or can we just overlook the whole thing, or can we even sense some sort of malice or foul play being played in there?
It's a tricky situation, especially I don't know who the
the third party was.
The third party was maybe children. 4 years. Does he pass for a toddler?
He's a toddler.
Yeah, these kids are. You need like 100% attention on them. He could have taken something that he didn't have to, and the caretaker didn't know. And now it becomes his burden to carry. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Or did not see that he had swallowed, because they take things and swallow. And
so the third party in question now is a best friend of the family, or should I say of the man?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now the lady actually feels like there was foul play.
Well, look, you will feel like that because you can't go through pregnancy for how long and give birth to your child, and your child dies, and you're just going to say, oh,
it happens.
Yes, it happens. Even if you really know that it wasn't the woman's fault, there's something in you, the pain that you're carrying, you still have to blame someone to be okay.
How do you blame? Who do you blame? Because in this instance, I feel it was it's between the parents, right? So the mother can just blame the father, and it should end there. She doesn't need to take it outside of the husband, because at the end of the day, you didn't put the other lady in charge of your child.
Yes,
it was your son, your father, your husband, right?
It's not as simple as that. You can't just say, oh, I blame my husband. You blame him, but any other person involved will get blamed. It's a thing for women, because you are still carrying the pain of your child loss. So anybody in the way can be blamed. The doctors can be blamed. Even the person taking the child to the hospital can be blamed. Right. You never know. But if she senses a foul play, then
you trust the mother's instincts.
Yeah.
Okay. Dorothy, how about you?
I feel like if she senses anything, to me, it's her fault, because at the end of the day, I mean, you should know your husband very well to know. Men, I don't know about most men, don't really do well when it comes to the baby being a baby, like a real baby, like a toddler. Maybe when it's a bit older and everything. And I know you've married this man for a long time to understand. Say he has whatever. His schedules are not like
he's got things to do.
He wouldn't be home and everything. So mine is the two of them were supposed to be extra careful, because you know your child. No matter how you say it, you know when this one is stubborn or he doesn't sit at one place and everything. So mine is, what stopped you from paying a nanny? Because if you really wanted somebody to blame, you should have given your child to somebody that actually is in for such things. At least you can hold that person, because that's your best friend. You don't know what he or she was doing. Maybe he also said, I'll take care of the baby, because the way you were pleading and the way you were begging, he did more like emotional blackmail. So he doesn't have any choice than to also take on the baby. What if they don't even have children because maybe they don't want to have kids? So maybe, or they know they cannot really take care of them. So yes, it's okay, he can work, he's there, he's not crying. So that's it, I'm concentrating on something. So maybe it's not his fault that the baby was being a baby and took something and ate it or something. Right. But at the end of the day, they are your friends. Not all your friends can babysit your child. You should know this, because
after going relatives.
I'm just saying, maybe because you're limiting it to friends, there are some people, they actually care about them, their husband, and that's it. And maybe a few friends. They actually consider some friends as family. And the fact that it's America, understand they do more of the nuclear than the external thing. So, but mine is, you know your friends. You know the ones that are cool with babies and the one. At this point, sometimes we blackmail them into, oh, I'm begging you, do this for me, I have somewhere to go and everything. So sincerely, they can't come out and tell you that they can't do this. No, it's a huge responsibility.
It really is.
Yeah, so right now, it will be hard for you to blame yourself, because you're not ready to feel that anger,
that pain,
that regret.
Yeah.
That you could have done it better. You could have actually taken her. Or you could actually given it to this person. Or you actually paid for a nanny to come and babysit at your home with video cameras on the child. At least
is a safe environment for the baby.
Yeah, because if you were very careless with your child, I'm not saying sorry, but at this point, how can you blame somebody else entirely? So because now, you gave the child to this person.
Okay, so now let's take it away from this story in particular and bring it to our everyday life. Just like you said, not everybody can take care of a baby, can babysit, right? Is it ever right to trust another human entirely with the well-being of your kids? Aside the professionals we pay, that is in school and the nannies and all of that. Aside that, those who are not trained or who are not who have not been professionally trained for this kind of feat, is it right? Is it advisable to ever entrust the welfare of your baby to anybody?
Okay. Not entirely. It's like sleeping with one eye closed.
Okay.
You also have to make sure that you have put measures in place. It's not as easy as we sit here and talk. It's sometimes difficult because some of us have to go out and conquer the world.
Yeah.
But you also have to make sure that you're checking in. You are the person has given you some level of trust that you can leave your child with. Also, you just don't leave one person to do all the job. You also have to have people that check in once in a while so that the person doesn't feel like at any point in time I can do whatever I want. It's difficult. Yeah. You can't trust. You can't trust everybody.
Do you even trust yourself?
If you trusted yourself, wouldn't you have taken your baby along?
You understand? Because you know, at a point, you get tired. You can't do it by yourself. So then how do you say, because I have paid this person, you are entitled or you are responsible wholly for whatever happens to my baby?
That's why I'm saying that if you really want to have a child, you really need to plan and have that baby. I'm not saying that your friends or family or your siblings should not help. But if your sibling will tell you, I am tired and I can't do it, and you're going to use it against you, then you have a problem. Because that is your child.
Right.
I experienced that when I was growing up because I was looking after my kid brother, because I was older than him like 13 years. It got to a point, I can't even go anywhere because even if I want to go and party, my mother would be like, look after your child, look after your brother. So my stepdad was like, she didn't give birth to that child, you did. And I'm that young, I could have easily, if maybe he was a little bit older than and younger,
you would have carried him with you.
I would actually hated him indirectly, because in a way he's depriving you of my joy, because I am a kid too and I want to hang out with my friends.
You can't live.
And I can't go because of you. So if I'm not able to actually understand that, it's my brother and I need to sacrifice. A lot of children don't understand at that age. That's why come a lot of kids that when they are like, this is my little brother, or if this is the boy and the brother is just the backbone, they really don't, most of the time, they really don't get along, because one is feeling like, why come they're giving me so much attention? Do you understand? So you, the mom, you really, really need to step up your game. I'm not saying don't leave your child to somebody, but mine is, if you're going to have a child, you have to understand that you are the primary caregiver. Primary.
It's your sole responsibility.
So people's life will go on. I'm very sorry. People's life will go on if you're still suffering or you can't find a way around your baby. Your mom can help, but your mom also
gets tired.
Has her life to live.
They get tired.
So don't make them feel like it's a burden that anytime you're coming to leave the baby at home, everybody's trying to dodge. Everybody's trying to dodge, because you're going to actually make them feel like they are second mothers to your child. It is your child. Mine is, would you do the same for your little sister? Would you do the same to your auntie? If you're doing that to other people, are you ready to also carry other people's child when they have it? You'll be the first one to run away. But you want them to sit there and babysit your child. So mine is, I'm not saying if people come and help you, fine. But first of all, you have to know that child is your responsibility. So if you have to move heaven and earth, move it and look. Don't expect other people. Don't expect.
Okay, so you think this demise of the child could have been avoided?
Yes, because if you knew that, I always say, my auntie will tell you, live your life like you're an orphan. If you know that you are the only one for the child, I don't think you play along. It's not like you carry the baby along.
You carry the baby along.
But if you think you have options, that's when you actually will not look around more. If you know you don't have any options, there are people that actually don't have nannies, don't have money to pay nannies, and they find a way to actually take their child and even beg their bosses to allow them maybe keep their children in the playroom, go and check. I went to the bank one time and I needed the lady to help me. She was not seated. I asked her, she was feeding her baby in the playroom. So are you saying that she doesn't have somebody? Maybe she can't trust the whoever, because maybe the child might have a special needs or something. So mine is, I'm not saying don't give your child to other people to care for them, but you have to understand that it's your responsibility. Whatever thing happens to your child, you can blame them. But then who loses the baby in the end? It's you.
It's you, and you suffer the most as well. Okay, so now let's come back to all these sleepovers, and now there's an argument that if children are not allowed to mingles, have sleepovers, experience a bit of every kind of lifestyle. They grow up a certain way and they get deprived of some certain knowledge or whatever. That's how some people feel. So they feel like now that the world is evolving, let's allow children to do sleepovers, go on school trips and all of that. So they learn from the diverse environments and all of that. So I was having this argument with someone. I'm like, okay, so I let my child go out for a sleepover. Granted, I know the family and all that, but maybe there's something about them I don't really know. But then my child goes in there and comes back and has picked up a thing or two. And she argues that depending on how you bring up your child, they can go learn or see whatever, and it wouldn't even affect them. But then again, you know that children pick up little things unknowingly. You understand? Again, not too long ago, there was this incident in Nigeria where there was a school trip, and then this 10-year-old incident doing the sex thing and everything.
What? I'm not hearing about it.
Oh wow! Are you in the world? Are you here? Right. So children learn whether you're teaching them, whether they are seeing on TV. That's why they say that be conscious and cautious of the things that you expose your children to. So now there's arguments about how, let children go on school trips alone, let them have sleepovers, let them do this. School trips are good, but if they're going to stay for days, there's no way I'm going. Especially when I don't trust the teachers involved, because this Nigeria incident, there were teachers involved. They were there, but this thing happened, and these children were recorded having live sex.
Wow.
So this whole thing about if you train them well, they won't pick up anything from anybody just by going to do sleepovers and all of that. It doesn't go down well with me. I don't know about you ladies.
Okay, for me, I would say you are the mother of the child. What other people were saying? Were they there in the labor when you were having the baby, or when you were pushing, or whatever special needs you are taking care of, or whichever medicine you are buying? Are you the one that, are they the ones that actually get up in the middle of the night to feed a baby or take care of when he or she is sick? So they can say whatever. Me, you being a mom, do what you can. So if you know you can't afford these trips, or you have this thing,
it's or not even about affording.
That one too is part. No, I'm even going there. One, if you can't afford, and because people are saying what, master, if you can't afford, you can't afford that.
Okay.
Two, if you don't feel, you don't feel good about it, it doesn't sit well with you. After that time, the baby or whichever child is living under your roof. So uncle, if she wants to bend the sea, give her matches, give her kerosene. She should go and bend it, but she's not going. It's not like you're saying it like you are, but you're just going to make it clear.
Right.
Only a bit in a sleepover, however, because when she's 18 or when she's 17, you can't even hold her back again. I never did those sleepovers with Wendy. But we are still best friends.
Do you understand?
Yeah, we are
still best friends.
And again, I don't even have a problem. You know, there are some people that you get to know so well. You trust the morals that they are also instilling in their children and everything. And you know that, okay, in this environment, if my child is there, I can be rest assured that there's nothing that is going to corrupt them. You understand? They will be good, they will learn, and they will be fine. And I can totally agree or bet on this environment to bring them to the same place that I am taking them, you understand? So with that, I can agree. But when it's a school thing and they do that, you know what some of these modern schools do now? You pick a colleague or something to spend the weekend at your house,
well,
work on a project. Oh, you have no idea.
They do it.
You do a project work and all of that.
Yeah,
my child does not do it. Yes, you spend the weekend. Yes.
Yeah,
so you agree that, so the parents then agree whether your child is coming to ours and then no way.
Me, my mom shut it down.
My mom didn't even let me go. I think at the time I was in JSS, there were accidents on the road because some secondary school people were going for trips at the time and were having accidents and some were dying. I was never allowed to go on any trip. Never. Look,
not even to
they gave me much. Oh, do you know when I saw the beach for the first time? At 18 years. Wow. Thank you. I never went anywhere. I was locked up in a. My trips were between Adenta and Medina. Finished. I don't go. I don't go anywhere. I was never allowed to go on trips. And when I was old enough to go on trips, I didn't even.
You didn't enjoy that.
I didn't even feel like
it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
anymore.
Because they were really scared that
something might happen to you.
So
I wasn't so then, allowed. Of course, school, whether it has to do with school work or whatever, is ruled out.
Because mine, I feel like because she remarried and Takoradi was a new place for everyone. Even though people think I'm from Takoradi, I'm not from Takoradi. My stepdad is actually from there. So when my mom remarried, we moved there. We didn't know anybody there. We didn't know anybody. So after that time, I was seeing her more like, oh, she doesn't want me to go anywhere. But growing up, I understood sometimes you can't control certain things. At least when she's around you, you can. We are in a land where we don't know much. Imagine our family down here in Tamanaya calling them to say, oh, school trip will be then, and it will be on you. It will be on you because I was in Tema and I came to join you. So after that time, maybe she wouldn't explain it well for you to understand. And because she doesn't want to be with your friends, you actually say that she's a bad person. But growing up, I realized that, okay, it didn't really take much. Yes, I wish I had gone on those trips and everything, but
it didn't do much.
It didn't really do much. I rather concentrated on the things that I had, that I could watch movies, I could actually, sit at home,
and
dance,
have family time and all.
Yeah, let me spend time with my brothers. I mean, now I know how to take care of a child. If you leave a baby with me, I know how to do. I know what to do because my two brothers, I was the one that took care of them. Like, so it was an experience for Basta. That time I thought she was doing me dirt, because maybe she wouldn't actually explain to you
what exactly.
She can't be vulnerable towards you all the time.
The thing she's saying, I think that one thing my father warned me over is he always explained things to me. He always tell you why I don't want you to go, why I don't want you to do this, and I think that parents should develop that kind of relationship with their children and
give them a reason.
Explain it to them properly. And have that child parent
relationship and all
friendship, but at the same time the child knows that you can't mess with me.
Of course,
do you understand?
Of course.
So if you are able to do that, you can have a certain level of control without them trying to rebel against you, and that also helps, and that keeps you and your
and sometimes I feel like they don't allow them to go on this show because of finances. Maybe they are struggling, but they won't let you know.
Well, I would have all the money, but if you're not going to be
sometimes it's luxury they can actually
is it Dubai the school is taking you to? I'll take you to Dubai. Where do you want to go? I don't know what the viewers think about the whole situation and our discussion, but please let us know. Do you agree with these sleepovers in modern day for your children? If it has to do with school, if it's just so they can make friends and mingle and learn other things, would you allow your child? And can you entirely trust another person with the well-being of your child? Let us hear from you. We are going for a very quick break. When we are back, I'll do your messages.
Kofi Osopepra Ministries presents Kofi Osopepra live in concert, a night of great music, worship, and launch of the Father's Gift album. Guests include Neela, Ife Grace, Luigi McLean, and the legendary Mrs. Amy Newman. Date Sunday 22nd May 2022. Time 4 p.m. at the National Theatre Accra. Standard tickets 60 Ghana cedis and 150 Ghana cedis for an unforgettable VIP experience. For tickets, dial *725*7000#. Also contact our ticket hotline 0271 425 445. Sponsors: Woodin Total Family Health Organization, DSTV Ghana, I Pay Ghana, Joy FM, Lucozade, Fan Milk, Ocean Spray and Vitrac, Meridian Natural Mineral Water, Always Sanitary Pad, Sumovision, Vena Natural Mineral Water, Ines Fly and Series. Get your Woodin fabric from their shops in Accra and win a ticket to the concert. Media partners: MX24. Every time is worship time.
Describe the God you are.
Okay, so we are back from that very quick break, and it's time to do your messages, and we are on to our next discussion. Good evening to you for you and your guests. The thing is that most of these so-called nannies are untrained. I agree. In fact, they are not nannies at all. They take up these nanny jobs because they are jobless and they want to just get engaged. Most of them do it for the money. Trust me. Moreover, some people want cheap services, so they look for nannies from just around. They will not contact a registered place for a trained nanny. I am Wumbe from Tamale. Oh, I love your name. What does it mean? Can you tell me the meaning of your name? Wumbe. That's a beautiful name. Good evening. I'm Ben from Ablekuma. I agree with all that Dorothy said. I'm crushing on her though. Please stop crushing. She's crushing on somebody else.
The crusher is not a crushy.
The crusher is not a crushy. You understand? Okay. This one is for my brother-in-law. He says, trusting your kids with others is a huge gamble, my dear. But the real deal here is the most high above that takes care of them in our absence and not human. That's God. These days, it's kind of hard to trust family members than neighbors or friends or colleagues. May the Lord be the guide of our families in our absence. Regardless, some friends, neighbors, and colleagues are naturally nurtured to love kids and help us when needed. May the Lord bless any individual with a heart for kids. From Billy from Takrade. Hi, Billy. Thank you.
Hi, Billy.
I hope you're taking care of my nephew, because if anything happens to Gideon,
We'll fry you.
you have no idea. Anyway, we say I'm Kendrick Apeligba from Bolga. It has nothing to do with our conversation, though. I heard some Muslims believe that if you kill someone, you go to heaven. Is that true?
Hey.
Who do you want to kill?
Boy.
Because this question there is as if you want to do something. You want to
you are
know.
high on something.
Do you understand?
You're high on something.
Hey, good evening, Oferiua. You can't trust anybody, and you should not trust anybody. So why should you trust somebody with your children? Madam, mentor your children on every little step they take, because any outcome or anything that the child develops, which is not a training from your home or school, is your own problem. Please don't trust anybody with your children. The world is not safe for anyone. If you're going out, take them along. I wish you people can understand the voice which I'm using to say this. Anyway, okay. Messages. Good evening, lovely ladies. It's another great night to serve us with a dish of beauty and dance. That'll be my intro for tomorrow. Today's dance, dear, VGMA dance, pal. I really love this program. Trusting others with your children is a no from me, not even with relatives. If you can't make time for your children, please don't give birth at all. Every child deserves the best of attention from his or her parents. This is Nathaniel from Kasua. Hi, Nathaniel. Thank you for your message. So we are going on to our next discussion. Dorothy is right. I am Percy. Okay, Percy. Thanks for your message. Now we're talking about the Achimota Forest reserves in Ghana. What was that for? The sigh and everything. Why you like that? So the reserves in Ghana, right? And we were talking about the Achimota Forest, which has been trending on Twitter for a while, after a post that went viral stated that the reserve was going to be sold. I don't know, has it already been sold? Either it was going to be sold or it had been sold. They should, because I have problems with it. Something happened there last Friday and I wasn't happy at all. Users have shared information that in an attempt to gain clarity, but mainly there have been mixed messages. Everybody has something different to say about the whole situation. So, ladies, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen at home, do you think that reserves are even important at all? And then again, when I say reserves, I mean the natural reserves. Do you think they are important at all?
Yeah.
And then again in Ghana, do we place value on our reserves?
No, I don't think we place a lot of
values
on reserves. If they did, we wouldn't be talking about selling it to I don't know who for what.
Do you understand?
You know, they help, like the trees are there for if we're properly cared for to help maintain some species so they don't get extinct.
The snakes are all gone.
The snakes are all gone
from the zoo.
I know.
So where are they now?
I don't know.
Jesus. So they are around?
Did you see the video where a gentleman was called the I've forgotten the agency. It's one of the bodies in Ghana, and said that there was a cobra or something in their house and they needed help, and the man said, they just have mamu and the man said, but aren't you people supposed to come and grab them and preserve them in the zoo or something? It was like, hey, as my make sure they say, "Poor Bino, who in an answer man account who will be and they bye and you hang up the call." So, but outside some
outside is a different.
They will come for the animals, take them to the right places. You know, they have zoos and all of that, and even people have their own private agencies or facilities that take care of these animals and all that.
I don't think we see the value in that. That's why they want to sell it.
Now, why would you see value in keeping a snake?
Was it?
But is there value in keeping a snake?
If they didn't, why were they created? Yeah, I don't know what their value is. I'll go and do my research, but even if it's at the
talking
zoo.
About snakes, you see how all of us are looking around so uncomfortable
snakes,
at the thoughts of them.
You get to see them. You get to see what type of snakes they are, what they can do, yada yada yada.
Lady.
Yes, I don't like snakes myself. I'm with you, but you brought up the snake topic.
Okay.
Yeah, but it can be used for tourist attraction. It can be used for studies. But
I think Achimota Forest, when we were young, was beautiful.
It was way bigger.
And then the trees. You go there and you learn more about the trees. You know,
even when you are passing on the motorway, is it part of the motorway? If you're passing
the highway,
and then the air blows, the breeze.
Now it's a den for thieves. If you slow down your car and you have your phone, they'll just come through the bush, the forest, they'll just drag your phone or your bag or whatever, and they're back in there.
But if we're taking care of the, what do you call it? For the forest
reserves we showed.
How would armed robbers or what do you call it?
Petty thieves, these hungry boys who are just...
So we need to be serious about taking care of.
Dorothy, you think we place any value on reserves in general in Ghana?
At this point, it's not like we don't place anything.
We don't place value on anything.
We all just, it's only God that's taking care of us. So.
Yeah.
Like I said, the rules are there. It's not like they are not there.
But no one is following them.
Nobody is really following. And the thing is that naturally, we Ghanaians, we are peaceful. We are not violent like that. So it's hard. It's hard because this petty things that we're stealing and everything. It's not like, I mean, I know it was there, but nowadays it's been rampant too. Like personal, better one to buy now there. So I'm just praying. Because I don't know why they sold it, but like you said, if right now
has it been sold?
So
maybe if that's what they're thinking of doing.
Stated that it was about to be or something, but we haven't confirmed that it's been sold
it's
yet.
a reserve, but we don't do much about it. So that means that most of the things over there are all dead. And like you said, the snakes animal because they are not getting food. They are not getting food, but so right now, if it's breeding thieves there, then they should find a way to get it.
But do you think that if it was actually sold, or if it's actually been sold, or it gets sold, how do you think it's going to affect us as a country?
So is it getting sold to be preserved?
But even at that, should they sell it? Should it be sold?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Whatever problem.
Should they?
I don't know what the problem they have with the body over there, right? The heads and what. But if they are selling it to a different entity to take care of it, or there's a partnership like a percentage.
Are they going to sell something on it?
Yes,
no, but
that one is not a problem. But if they're going to
sell it, so you don't have a problem if
they're
it's going to be sold, so it is preserved and well taken care of.
I don't like it, but I don't mind. But the way the thing is looking like there is going to be skyscrapers over there.
Or they're going to put maybe buildings on there or something.
No, but how many reserves do we even have in Ghana? How many tourist attraction sites do we have?
In Accra.
You understand? And I remember when we were young, it's just like a Bree Gardens.
Yeah.
We will pay, we'll stay, and we would even go around with our card, sign up for it, just so we can make an amount and go on trips to the place to see the trees, learn about the place and all of that. And now it's as though there is nothing for the next generation to come and look up for.
We'll look at the reserve on social media. Instagram.
Yeah, and then we'll say
honestly, the shift is on now. Like that's what we're talking about. The shift is on. First, it was more of academics do. Right now, it's the internet and the social media. So
we should sell everything that makes us
what I'm trying to say is, if there are some bigger issues that we don't get ourselves involved, they don't listen to us. Something like reserve, you think they will mind us?
Because can you imagine? We pay huge sums of money to travel to other parts of the world
to go and see the same thing at Achimota Forest.
So maybe they want you to go to other
picture.
places apart from Accra, because Accra is busy. So they want to spoil this one, and wherever you can find another reserve, you start touring Ghana.
Outside of Ghana, and then take the money outside. Whereas we can keep the money here.
Maybe outside of Accra, you can go to Buti Falls or
Does it have to do with human nature? Is it in our nature as people? Say we don't take care of what is right or what would bring us income.
Our maintenance culture is
we don't have a maintenance culture.
We put it there. It's so beautiful. 10 years time.
It's
and
gone.
now I won't blame the government. We are all part
of it.
Yeah, that's why
because
I said
at the end of the day,
because
there's no policeman beside watching you when you drop something there. You drop it.
Policeman don't go down.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying when it was what it was. I'm talking about maintenance culture. A lot of things that were beautifully set up that right now. They all trash. They all look the best
or
because
no rules
if there's nobody there, there's no soldier man there, you won't do the right
and
thing. Because at the end, who is going to actually catch you? Unlike Singapore, that is, if you drop something, you are fined. And of course, it's making them uncomfortable. It's one of the beautiful places in the world.
Yes, it's true.
So if we make the law and we now will break them, we'll make the law and we will break them. This one, there's all of us, the government, and we, all of us.
All of us.
We are all parts.
And we too, we are watching them. We will not protest. We will not do anything. Nothing. We'll watch them.
So if we are paying levy, it's all about the mullah at this point.
Okay. And the crashes, right? Okay, guys. So this is where we are drawing the curtain. But this is an interesting message. Let me just do it, and then we are out of here. For you, the minister has declined the news of the sale of the Achimota Forest reserves.
Thank God.
Okay, great news. Sincerely, I do have this weird sentiment that the sale of the reserve might take the spot of how the e-levy got into existence. After 73 years of being in a great state, 130 hectares seems to be in the bargaining domain. Our country, is losing its spine of development because of political gains. May the Lord lead us rightly. The short man is full of abundant surprises. Billy Takrady.
Why? It's from Billy. He said that.
He said it.
And I know Billy to be my brother-in-law. So please, if you are looking for him,
he said that.
I will take you to him. Anyway, ladies, it's been great hanging with you. I love the discussions. And as usual, the energy, the babies we are about to have. And our mothers
I have
going
a nanny. You
can take care of the poop and everything.
Yeah. Oh, you are not counting.
No.
No.
But in say 10 years, I'm sure I'd be fine.
Hey.
Yeah.
If you're not finding it now, you'll never be fine.
No, I'm not done eating granite soup and gobe. So,
ladies
and gentlemen, thank you so much. So many messages coming through, but I can't do them because of time. We are so pressed for time. And tomorrow is midweek. We're coming back with a midweek energy and craziness, and it's going to be a blast here in the studio with the ladies as usual. You need to join us. If you missed the show, just go onto YouTube and find us at MX24GH. We are on there, and you catch the whole show right there. My name is Oferiwa. Until same time tomorrow, have a great night. And of course, there'll be a repeat at 10 a.m. tomorrow, so you can look up for that as well. Thank you. Have a great night.
We love you.
We love you.
What did I say? Adios. Yeah. 1 money, 2 money, 3. It don't make you mess. Come they move like a disco. One nick in my lolata. Happy boss, happy actor. So never give me ball under. Oh yeah, come take a picture. Right, young buyer. Oh yeah, follow my instruction. Wale,